Everybody has got one thing that they most want. And therefore, you've got a hierarchy. And you like this one, and you like this one a little bit more, but there's one that's above all. It's your personal center. It's the one non-negotiable. You've got to have a non-negotiable. It's how you decide if there's two things that are competing, which one is better. But you know what happens? You think you're free, but whatever is your center is your master. Whatever controls you is your Lord. We do not control ourselves. We are controlled by the Lord of our lives. Everybody in this room has got something that's a bottom line. Whatever that bottom line is, you've got to have it. If you've got to have it, then when it's threatened, you're frightened. You're driven by it. Every one of us has got one thing that we've got to have to know we're not a bum. And if we lose it, we lose everything. You're driven, you're controlled. You've got a motivation, whatever it is your king, and it won't forgive you. If it's anything, it won't forgive you. If you fail the success king, it'll say, you're a bum. If you fail the love king, if you fail the independence king, you will say, you're a bum. You know, the complexity of motivation. Freedom. I'm free. You're not free. Nobody's free. In the right environment, in the right restrictions. Freedom is finding the right restrictions. The classic illustration is a fish. A fish has two things that make it perfect in water. Gills can absorb oxygen from the water, not the air. And fins move you through water, but not on land. And if you put a fish on land, it dies. Well, that's a restriction, isn't it? Yeah. If you restrict the fish to water, it soars. It runs like lightning. It's alive. It realizes its potential. If it's in the wrong environment, you see? If it's in the wrong environment, if it's not willing to honor its inner structure, it never becomes really who it is. Now, here's the great irony. What is a human being made for? What is water to a human being? It's love. When you feel like a fish, when you feel alive, going like lightning, soaring, when you feel like a fish that's just been plucked off the beach, where it's gasping out its last and thrown into the water, is when you have a friend, a lover, a spouse, parents, child, somebody who loves you. True freedom is to be one's true self, but my true self is made for loving, and loving is self-giving. So in order to be myself, I have to deny myself and give myself. In order then to be free, I have to give up my freedom. In order then to live, I have to die to my self-centeredness. In order to find myself, I've got to lose it. Somebody's going to say, didn't Jesus say something like that? It's Jesus who gives you the real freedom. What does Jesus say? Real freedom is finding the right restrictions. Real freedom is not being without a master. You've got a master. Real freedom is not doing what you most want to do. Real freedom is knowing which of the things you most want to do is really you. It's siding with what you were designed for. It's going to the one who built you. Real freedom is finding the right restrictions, and that's why Jesus says, if you hold fast to my teaching and follow me, you will know the truth, and the truth will set you free. Whosoever would find his life will lose it. Whosoever loses his life for my sake will find it. Come to me, he says, all weary and heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and humble in heart, and you will find rest for your souls. For my yoke is easy, and my burden is light. It's not a question of being free. It's what will you be a slave to? Every other king that you choose will never forgive you. And his service is perfect freedom.